There is one thing about me that you probably know if you have watched any of my videos, but I quite enjoy being in this studio, especially when there are more paintings on the easel and there is work to do. It's just nice to have a space where I can make stuff happen. But as artists, I confess, there aren't many good things that will last forever, and for sure, if there are, this space is not one of them. So, as being able to paint means being able to capture a moment, I really want to capture this moment right here, having this space. First thing first, I had to position the studio on the canvas, and it wasn't that hard to get the right perspective as much as it was hard to decide how much of the space that I see I will transport on the canvas. Because I wanted to capture as much as possible, but at the same way I didn't want to have too much of this wide angle fisheye look, but the fact that the canvas was quite stretched and long was really helpful, and actually the whole idea for this painting was born from the one frame I had, and I was just wondering what could possibly I paint on such a long canvas. I think I got the perspective pretty accurate, and now I hope I'll execute at least as good with the colors. From the starting point, I wanted this piece to be somehow more expressive, I would say. So far in this artistic journey of mine, I'm working more onto realistic artworks with lots of precise details, but here my desire was to use this canvas more as a free space where I can emphasize on a certain moods and colors, and you can see how I'm using more blues and yellows in the shadows and the highlights of the walls. I just thought it would be too boring if it's just white, but I definitely had fun, especially with so much objects around the studio that I can choose from and decide on which to emphasize on, but without spending too much time trying to make it perfect as I always want to make it, but rather just using a few brush strokes and experimenting with the colors. And the one part that was easier than I anticipated, which is not that often, was painting the paintings, which I thought would be frustrating as my presumption was that I'm going to take lots of time in order to match the colors of the original artworks, but somehow I let go of myself and it all happened quite naturally and fast. But if I have to name the favorite object in this piece, it probably would be the armchair. Maybe it's because in some way I relate it to the Van Gogh's chair, even though it's totally different, but somehow this is the element that reminds me of his paintings of chairs and his bedroom, and you can't quite compare them, but who knows, maybe someday this very painting will be in a museum. And speaking about chairs, I realized that I didn't include the one iconic stool, some would say, that I made myself and I'm using to sit on when painting, and actually I'm using as of the moment of making this artwork. And maybe that's the reason I did not paint it, as through the whole process I was sitting on it and couldn't see it. But there were plenty of other stuff in the studio that I wasn't able to capture, and that's why I made a few sketches with different details that are not included in this painting, and actually made a whole video out of it that you can watch on my channel if you have missed it, or if you're coming across on my channel for the first time and you want to see some more quality content. That is definitely a video that I would recommend you watching, of course after watching this one. Most appreciate is the timing with this project, because just when I paint all the paintings on the easel, I had to ship the originals to their new owners, literally in the same day, which was cool. I managed to capture this landscape, this moment of so many artworks in one place right before they are gone. And who knows, maybe I was able to capture this whole studio right before it's gone, because as much as I like it, there is nothing that lasts forever, and sometimes you got to let go of the good things in life in order to get something even better. For sure it's not the best piece of artwork that I have ever created, but it's my favorite one and the one that brings me excitement about creating more and more. And for sure I'm not selling this painting anytime soon, like till I'm alive. After that you can put it on auction for millions if you want. But I'm thinking of releasing prints of it, and if you want to support a fellow artist, you can go and buy these prints. They are high quality canvas prints like every other of my prints, but unfortunately they're still not ready. I'm still waiting on the studio where I print them. But there is an option for you. You can pre-order them for the next 7 days and you will get 20% off of your purchase. for just waiting 7 days more. If you want to take some high quality canvas prints but save some money, link is here, down there, everywhere. As always, thank you for watching. It's always pleasure making these videos, and I hope you enjoyed them, and if so, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't yet, and if you're new to this channel, and comment, I don't know, comment which is your favorite video that I have made in this studio. Also, one enormous thank you to those of you that support me on Patreon on a monthly basis. It really means the world to me. One more time, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.